Hello, everyone. I welcome you to the Workplace Challenges series. This is a series I have designed specifically for those who I coach. And these are working women with more than 10 years of experience in the corporate. And these are people who are going through a workplace challenge. It just could be one workplace challenge or a range of it. What you see on your screen are some of the very common workplace challenges usually corporate working women go through, be it frustration with office politics to disappointment and dejections when we are passed on for that promotion, feeling trapped and stuck in one's career, or being enmeshed in self-doubt, to being angry and emotionally masking our pain that lies beneath the anger. This series will offer you stories, perspective, and tools and techniques that you could kind of apply in your own life if this is exactly or more or less that you find yourself struggling with at your workspace. My coaching program is titled Journey of Self, and most of the series will cover stories from my coaching world, some of my own stories because I have also been in the same place when I used to work in a corporate, and I've been through very similar challenges and issues. So this series will be a combination of both where I share with you the coaching stories, along with that, through these stories, my own stories, and in each of it, some tools, techniques, and a perspective that you could use at your own workplace and find a way out. The series is not directly coaching you on a specific workplace challenge, but rather just helping you with the basics. The centralized theme of my coaching program is at one end, I usually help these working women find a way out of their workplace challenges. But at the other end, I also help them with a bit of a work which is on their personal growth and development. And some of the areas we cover in our coaching is helping them be more self-compassionate, self-aware, resilient, emotionally intelligent. And this is again done through a lot of tools and techniques, all rooted in science, so that any working woman who's going through a workplace challenge, my mission is that their career shouldn't be derailed or they lose their job or they find themselves stuck in a career just because they do not have support. Rather, they find a way out with clarity and direction, and at the same time, they stay in the job, stay self-sufficient, and financially independent. So that's the core theme of my coaching. And my coaching work, I've titled it as Journey of Self. So this series would not really be coaching you on that, but the series will be touching upon through stories from my coaching world, some perspective, tools, and techniques which you could use at your end. I hope you like this and I hope you will find them useful. Thank you. In our story today, I would like to share with you story of Tahera. When Tahera came to me for coaching, she was in deep pain. Her story was that she is a senior lead in a multinational corporation, and despite her best years that she has given to her work and her career, and working for more than 11 years of experience. Tahera is kind of finding herself emotionally distressed, and there's a constant narrative that here that you see is what she keeps repeating to herself. She's feeling frustrated, stuck, and disappointed with nobody but her own self. However, what she fails to understand is how this constant self narrative was impacting her. So, the present emotional distress situation that Tahera is in is on the surface. When she spoke to me and we connected, she cited that this time she was passed on for promotion again. This time was an emphasis on how she has been working towards the next role for the past 3 years, but she find that she has not really been able to get promoted. For some or the other reason, she is a bit frustrated because, according to her, the work that she's been putting in is above and beyond her level as she aimed for the next level in her organization's hierarchy of roles. But despite her hard work, she's not promoted. One other thing that Tahira shared with me, along with this story of disappointment with her appraisal cycle, was since for the past 3 years she was not promoted, she now thought of moving on to another firm, and simultaneously she had applied where she was called in for an interview, and she's been attending some series of rounds with the other organization. And along with this news that she's not promoted this time, she also get to learn that she was not selected in that interview. Together, these two have been keeping Tahira quite edgy, anxious, disappointed, and awake at night. Our work together through my coaching program, Journey of Self, I found that more than anything else, the current workplace challenge that Tahira was suffering or going through was self-doubt. This was something with her own mindset, and this was manifested, cascaded down into the way she approached things both in her office and even for the places that she went for interviews. She, as we just saw, the narrative that she kept repeating to herself, the feeling of being unworthy, not deserving, are so seeped deep inside her that makes her appear at work as somebody who's very less certain about themselves. Now, what Tahira didn't realize, and I was able to help her find that blind spot, was the vibe and the message she brought to her present role and organization. And through some narrative techniques that we adapted in our coaching assignment, she was able to recollect and also understand what could be the possible reason that for the past 3 years she was struggling to get promoted. Besides this, I gave her this three major things to help her overcome the self-doubt that has creeped deep inside her. Friends, one thing I would like to tell you here, when we suffer from self-doubt, there is a lot of work we need to do at the root level. And most of that cannot be achieved over a very short period of time. So that requires a deep dive into our inner self, the inward journey. So our coaching program, besides the workplace challenges that Tahera was suffering from, like passed on for promotion or not being able to crack the interviews, the root of it lied in the lack of certainty and worth she held about her own self. And with a 3-month journey, we did real deep dive work. She was, in fact, very surprised with many a times the results that we found as we dig deeper and deeper into understanding not just her strength or her limiting beliefs, but what really kept her this way. So sometimes some workplace challenges we may encounter, we think it is because the system is faulty or our boss is biased. But if you really look inward, there's a whole universe you will find with gaps and a lot of work to improve upon. Same was the case with Tahera. A journey of self program was for 3 months, but we ended up working for a year, which helped me help Tahera become that confident and certain Tahera that she always wanted to be. Self doubt is basically a feeling of uncertainty about one's abilities, decision, or worth. And it often manifests as inner questions or negative thoughts about whether we are good enough, capable, or deserving. While it's natural to have some degree of self doubt, but when we step into new or challenging situations, excessive of this can make us paralyzed with, with analysis and evaluations. It impacts our confidence, our mental health, and our overall life satisfaction. This is precisely what Tahera's case was. And to bring her from the imposter syndrome that she wore to being a person of certainty, it took me more than 6 months. That's all for today, friends. This was the journey of Tahera along with me. If you would like to learn more of how you can overcome your sense of unworthiness, self-doubt, which may stem from your workplace challenge, but has its roots in your deep sense of self, connect with me. I have also left some resources for you in the description of this video. Check that out, download those ebooks. There are workbooks which can help you get started and can also be your support to find a way out of the emotional mess you may find yourself, just like Tahera. If you would like to learn more how, as a coach, I can support you in your journey towards personal and career development, follow the link given in the description of the video. This will redirect you to the website where you can find all details, including the form that you need to fill up to book your free consult. Thank you for your time and attention.